Hello and welcome back. So in the last video, we have been discussing about crowdfunding, especially we answered the question what it is. Today we will be discussing about the why part of crowdfunding. We will be focusing on two important questions. First, why people donate, and second, why should one opt for crowdfund? If you want to post a successful campaign, you must first understand the kind of people on the crowdfunding platforms and the motivation as to why people donate. Also, you must understand why it is beneficial for meeting either self-expenses like academic or medical, or for meeting entrepreneurial expenses. So, let's begin. Many believe that crowdfunding is free money. However, several research indicate that it is not so. There are two important phenomena of warm glow and return gift which motivate many people to donate to crowdfund. According to the warm glow phenomena, people donate in crowdfund campaigns to have the emotional satisfaction of feeling good. The return gift concept arises from some type of crowdfunding according to which the donors receive something in return to their contribution. So now we will look into the different types of crowdfund. The five major types of crowdfund include donation-based, reward-based, equity-based, royalty-based, and lending type. In the first type, that is donation-based, the donors do not have any direct return on investment. Mostly charities, disaster relief funds, support for art, education, or somebody else's medical expenses fall under this category. Warm glow plays a major role here. An example would be the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty in US is an outcome of donation-based crowdfunding. Some examples of crowdfund platforms which run donation-based campaigns include GoFundMe, Keto, DonorBox, Give India, and Litchi. As per the reward-based, as the name suggests, the donors get a return gift as product or service. Examples of crowdfunding platform for these type of crowdfund include Kickstarter, KissKissBank, etc. As per the equity-based crowdfunding, the fundraisers offer equity stakes, that is, a part ownership to the funders who back their project. A very popular example is CrowdQ. Another type of crowdfund is the fundraisers offer a fraction of revenue or profit generated from the project to the fundraisers as against their investment share. This is called royalty-based crowdfund. A popular example is WeDoGood.com, which posts royalty-based campaigns. Crowdfund can also take the type of a bank loan. The donors charge an interest rate against their investment. This rate is set by the crowdfunding platform on which the campaign would be run. This is called lending type. An example of crowdfunding platform which posts lending-based campaigns is Prosper.com. So, now that you know about the different types of crowdfund, I hope you can decide upon which type of crowdfund would be best suitable for your project or your personal need. And you also have an idea about the different platforms which are suitable for which kind of crowdfund. So you can decide accordingly. Now we move into the second why, that is, why crowdfunding is beneficial for personal reasons. For example, you are seeking crowdfunding for academics. Suppose you promise a reward of sharing your notes with the backers of your project. In that case, there would be high chances that you study better to share really good quality notes with the people who supported your project. Or perhaps you promise to share information about your university city or town and information regarding the admission process, etc. This would be kind of like a study tourism, and it shares a lot of information with prospective students and helps them in their decision. So you can see from here that crowdfunding is definitely not a free service. In exchange for the money, you provided a very valuable service in return. Now perhaps you are seeking crowdfund for medical reasons. Well, when you receive the money, then you feel that there is an existence of a support system in the society. This in itself is sometimes a huge moral booster. Also, suppose you are on the other end of donating, that is, you are the donor here. Then when you donate to somebody else, you also have a belief that someone else might donate for your cause too someday. That way, the society becomes a very good place to be in because we feel that we are supported by each other always. For entrepreneurial reasons, it is an extremely effective way to test the market for the offering. The more number of people respond to your project idea, you would understand that after you launch, there will be high number of buyers as well. It improves the communication of your brand with the market, and it has a scope to reach to a wider global audience. Apart from that, for small-scale startups, fund management becomes a huge challenge sometimes. Here, crowdfunding leads to an effective fund management as there is only a single point of fund. Traditional financial institutions may not provide support for all kinds of projects. Sometimes they may not see an immediate return on investment in some socially impactful project as well. Crowdfunding provides financial support for such projects. At times, people complain of stigma and bias being existent in the business field. Crowdfunding eliminates such stigma to a large extent, as the donors do not get to see the real person but rather gets to donate to a project in which they believe in. Finally, since the ownership is not scattered in most of the crowdfunding types, people have a chance to remain true to the cause, which would have to be altered otherwise to suit to the requirement of the funders. There are some demerits as well, like high platform fees might pose some challenges for organizations or individuals. Then unless you copyright your idea, somebody else might steal it. Also, after promising, if you do not deliver on time, then you run the risk of bad reputation online. Also, it takes significant amount of time to prepare attractive campaigns. And there is a policy of all or nothing. That is, if you do not reach the target, then no matter how much amount of time you put into preparing the campaign, you receive nothing at all. Sometimes these campaigns lack accountability to the donors because there may not be any way of tapping into whether the cause has been met or not. And at times, evaluating these campaigns become very difficult. However, despite this demerits, its merits far outweigh them, as a result of which it is a steadily rising phenomena. So if you are now convinced that crowdfunding is for you and would love to know more, then stay tuned, as we would come up with many other interesting videos about crowdfunding. Till then, stay safe.